Quickly. Oh, you want to be as close to you possibly can. Keep going upstage of it.
The East Side Players, East's resident theater club, has been hard at work on rehearsals and building the set of the fall play. It is a 40-minute one-act called Shuddersome that will be used for the competition show this season.
So Shuddersome is unique because it's a one-act that we competitively perform in the Wisconsin High School Theater Festival, which means it has to be within 40 minutes, and then we will travel with the show and take it to Middleton, and then if we advance to Waunakee and then La Crosse, and compete against other high schools that have similar shows, and it culminates in this state, which is like a weekend-long event in La Crosse, where we have the chance to go to workshops for theater and see shows put on by high schools from all across Wisconsin. So it's a really unique show for that, and it's a very fun process.
Shuddersome is written and adapted by Lindsay Price and is based off the works from Edgar Allan Poe.
It's like a combination of most of Poe's written tales, such as The Raven, The Mask of the Red Death, The Oval Portrait.
My role, I play a speaker in The Raven.
Right, and for me, I'm not in The Raven, I'm in The Mask of the Red Death.
It's 5 distinct pieces, but all of it's kind of tied together. Paul kind of created a sort of continuous storyline throughout it that obviously you'll see once the play is on. I think that it's a big insight into how Edgar Allan Poe really was thinking. And one interesting part about the play is that it's like 30-some people who are cast in it are these things called shutters, and the reason that the play is called Shuddersome is that these shutters are supposed to be like the inner workings of Edgar Allan Poe's mind, like all of his thoughts and everything. So
everyone's always kind of on stage at once, kind of creeping around and making everything a bit more spooky. But yeah, he wrote a bunch of poems and short stories, and he almost kind of invented like the horror genre as we know it today.
East has done several comedies recently for their competition show, yet this year they chose to go for a darker piece.
Why did I choose Shuddersome? One of the hardest parts of my job is to figure out what we're going to invest all of this money, all of these hours, all of these resources, what stories we're going to invest in. And I knew that we were due for something that was dramatic, because we've done comedies the last 2 years, so I know that I wanted to balance out the comedy. And some students had expressed an interest in doing something a little darker, an interest in the macabre. So I read a lot of plays during the summer. During the first week of professional development, before students were at school, this play came into my lap. I read it and I thought it was just perfect for what we needed to do here at East.
They have already done their first competition at Middleton on October 20th, but they are doing runs of the show at East on December 7th and 8th. Make sure to support ESP and see the show. Signing off for Tower TV, this is Alex.